Good morning. Oh, there we go again. Hang on. Good morning. What the hell happened there? Oh, what are we on here? That's that. Oh, that's not plugged in all the way. Good morning. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios, minus the feedback. Current date is 10.22.2025 with the time at 6:13 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York, southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Rumble Studios, as well as all these other fine social media platforms. Uh, Besides Rumble, Locals, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, X Live, and Kick Seven, a network of seven. And good to be here. And you can follow me over on X. That's my mainstay for posting on social media platforms and all other fine social media platforms. You can find me by Googling at Fireman Rich, and you'll see where we're at there. And we're getting started right out of the gate. Was running just a tad late. I thought it was going to be later than this, folks. I was really boogering. I slept an extra 30 minutes in. I was going to, I had the alarm. I woke up at 5:30, 4:30, and I set the alarm for 6 o'clock. So, okay, let's see who we got in the chat here. We got Tony D in the house. Good morning, Tony D. The missus says good morning to you also. Good morning, my brother Vetcher, my good friend and fellow broadcaster. Good morning to you. Good morning, Tina, our Jersey girl. We're getting individual good mornings from the missus there. Also there. Good morning and glad to have you here, Tina. Salute to you, Tony. Hashtag positive start to today. And Mrs. said good morning. And let's see, we got Tina saying good morning to Tony over there on Twitch. And Tony's giving a good morning back to Tina on Twitch. And then also over on Twitch, good morning, Captain Rehab. Captain Rehab. Good morning, Cap. Huh? There you go. Good morning, Captain Rehab, from myself and the missus. As far as that goes, coming in from the city of brotherly love, and Captain saying hi to his Aunt Tina, and good morning, and he's also to Tony there. Okay, and Tony giving it back to him. Rehab, and Tina saying good morning to Captain Rehab. So there's all the good mornings and good morning to the missus, and she appreciates that. And we are off and running. I do have the morning coffee here as far as that goes, and it's tasting really good, folks. Actually, that was late in making. It was a good thing I didn't wake up because I would have started the coffee maker. The missus would say because she got up. I got up after she did. She's feeling a whole lot better today. Um, well, she's gonna be a little tired. She did. I helped her. She was painting the kitchen here, and I was moving out some stuff for her and stuff like that. And so it was a busy morning here in the kitchen. There's a lot of. She was in her element there, but she forgot to prep the the coffee last night. So if I would have hit that button without even knowing it, okay, just hit the button, start the coffee. There was no water in. I would have burnt out the coffee machine. Oh, that would have been a freaking tragedy there, folks. Have to go out. You know what it would be? The first thing this morning, we go out and buy another coffee maker, or go down and get a cheap one at the local store here. Oh no, we have a backup coffee machine, don't we? Yeah, we have an extra coffee machine somewhere, stuff like that. They had to. Um, Thank you, Tony. Thank you. Oh, you would believe how much I was in confusion last night. I was updating, and I got the updated chart for the win losses here. This when we talk about football. Um, but I thank you, Tony, for the. I'm going to get those, and I'm plugging those into the my notepad here as far as that goes. So let's see where are we at. we're up here. Week 8. We got those. Week 8. We got Ted Hicks's picks, and we got Tony's picks. Okay, and I was Michael Bathurst gave me his picks, and I was doing Tina's. Michael Bathurst, he had some issues with his. He forgot one team or something like that. Two teams. He picked both teams that were playing against each other or something. And then I got Ted Hicks's, and I was looking at a previous pick that he made. That's why they weren't lining up and stuff. Some of them were, some of them weren't, and he had like 4 actual games and stuff like that. And this is from week 4 or something like that. It said, but I wasted about 45 minutes to an hour trying to figure it out. And then when I said Ted the message, he said it back. Hey, I didn't make no picks. And I looked back at the date of what I was looking in the DMs, because he has a different Twitter X handle. So I'm looking at that, and then I'm looking at, oh, wait a minute, that's from a week and 2 weeks ago and stuff. Yes. Then I had to ask Tony in the process before I figured it out. I asked Tony on a DM, did he send? Because I'm thinking Monday. I'm going back checking the chats on both the YouTube and the Twitch as far as any football. Well, usually put him in football picks there, and like Tony did there, as far as who you picking there: Vikings, Bengals, Bears, Falcons, 49 Eagles, Patriots, Bucks, Colts, Packers. I don't know about the Packers. I think they're in Chiefs. I don't know about the Chiefs either. I got some opposite picks of those. So I'll go over those during the things and stuff. And what is that? Michael's probably Mike. I don't think Michael drinks that much, though. You're more of a drunk than he is, there, Captain Ram. Just kidding. Just kidding. He was making picks while celebrating Toronto Blue. Yeah, we'll talk about that too. I guess baseball's going into the World Series here. So let's see. So we have the morning coffee. It's tasting really great. I'm sort of on time in a matter of speaking, I guess. And let's see. We have let's check our audio here as far as that goes. And yep, audio looks good. Let's go ahead and check. We let's see. We got the comments on audio here. Oh, I accidentally put that up. I got it upside down. Let's see. Yep, audio. Okay, there we go. Okay, I got X Live on the tablet here, so I can see the comments there. But on Facebook, the comments don't come in, so I have to check Facebook. The numbers come up. The numbers come up over there and stuff like that. Okay, we got audio. Thank you, Tony, on the salute day on Facebook. That's coming up. That's looking good. And then Kick. Why on Kick? Just for kicks, as I like to say. And we have nobody on Kick as of yet. So, oh, what's this? Oh, I gotta close that out. But you can see up here we have a network of 7. The only ones that don't come in is Kick right now on there. We do get numbers on Facebook if there's somebody on Facebook, but the comments don't come in for Facebook, X, or Kick. So I have to check Kick and Facebook for comments through the broadcast. And as far as that goes, so we're off and running. I hope everybody had a great day yesterday. I did. I did a lot of stuff. I did the Mixcloud broadcast yesterday, and that was fun. And we also the Tioga Radio Show. We'll go over the list here. When do we go over the list? Oh, I forgot the National Day. I forgot the tab for the National Day. We'll bring it after the National Day. And then I put up a YouTube yesterday about Kareem John Pierre, KJP, the former press secretary to Sleepy Joe there, the former president. And she's making the round. She has a new book. And I did one Monday. It was about cancer with firefighters, skin cancer. It's over on the YouTube and on my. They're like a 5-6 minute video. So I didn't go live. I was just screwing around on OBS, and I did a recording Monday and I incorporated this news article, and I think it's a different format as far as that goes. Let me go ahead and bring up the. Let me bring up the one about. No, we'll save that for the news. We'll save that to news. I got two. I got two videos here. I'll bring up during the news section. The second half of the. We'll continue with our normal broadcasting features here. What the hell's going on here? Let me close that out. Let's see. I'll put the National Day up here, I guess. Let's see, National Day. Let me plug that in. National Day. Yeah, I won't do it on here. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. And so there's two videos that I put up on my YouTube channel and also over on Rumble. Okay, as far as Fireman Rich broadcasts on Rumble, and first one's about skin cancer awareness for firefighters. I'm a cancer survivor in both prostate and skin cancer. I had skin cancer up here on the side of my head. They dug out a lung. They were like digging down there for like 30, 40 minutes. It's an old, and it was a outpatient, so I was awake. They numbed it all up, and they were just like, "How can you tell?" The doctor goes, "Oh, you could tell." So, but the importance of cancer awareness for firefighters because they're exposed to a lot of crap when they're on the fire ground. And I thought that turned out really well. It was just a 5-minute thing. And then yesterday morning, there was an article I was reading about Jean-Pierre. What's her name again? Oh, what was her name? Let me see. Jean-Pierre JKP. They yeah. I practice saying her name, and what the heck was that? Let me see here. Kareem Jean-Pierre. They nickname her KJP, and she's running around. She has a new book called Independence. She's making all the rounds, and she was on CBS Good Morning, and there's a video on there, CBS Good Morning, confronting her. She's thinking she's going to be talking about why she's an independent now, and she has her reasons. That's, you can change parties. There's people that change parties. Fine, have at it. That's good. You have your own reasons and stuff. I think it's because she doesn't want to talk about being a Democrat anymore. But anyway, and then the book, and it ties in with the book Independence and stuff. But from what I've been told, I don't read books like that. And Kamala Harris has a book. I guess there's a little bit of gossip in there and all that sort of stuff. But they make the normal book rounds, and they make a lot of money and stuff like that. But at CBS, Gail, what's her name? Gail, Oprah's friend. She asks her, "Did you know about the mental stability of President Biden?" She said outrightly no now. And CBS, they're coming to terms now because CBS, the thing is, you got to look at it. You can't blame JKP because she's just doing her job, I guess. I didn't really care for her. I think she didn't tell the truth half the time as far as that goes. Thank you, Captain Rehab. You got your picks in. Thank you. That's more important than talking about thank you. Let me put that in for you, Captain Rehab. Thank you very much. And I got Brian's. Brian's came in, so we're all completed before Thursday night. Brian usually brings his in on the Twitch Whisper. Let's see. Let me plug this in with Tony's here. So, okay, that's Tony's picks. And then I got Captain. I'll paste Captain Rehab's Captain Rehab. Okay. Thank you, Captain Rehab and Tony, for the picks. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we got 13. Okay, that's good. Okay. All right. Let's see. I ended up incorporating a little commentary before the video and after the video, and she seems to be the only one now because all the other mainstream media is coming to terms that maybe there was something wrong. Well, they missed the boat, so they have no credibility. They're trying to play catch up. The only network that was on the ball as far as President Biden's condition, if you weren't aware of it anyway, especially after that atrocious debate appearance that President Biden had with um, President Trump during the campaign. I mean, 3 minutes into that debate, I'm looking at the missus looking at me. It's like it's over. He's done. That was his Richard Nixon sweating on the TV moment. That everybody, even if you're a Democrat, say we can't elect him. Um, so she still says that everything was all right. She was on the plane going to the debate, but she didn't see him. Well, you spent so many years with him. At least the prior press secretary, what's her name? She's on CNN, I guess, a commentator, or is she on MSD, DNC, MSNBC? The former said she had red hair. I can't think of her name, but she who who Jen Psaki. Okay, yeah, the redhead there. At least she left. I think she left because maybe that was an indication that something was going on with him, and she left. I think it was right after 2 years or something like that. So, um, and the press secretary spends a whole lot of time with the president. So I'm just saying, I know firsthand, from family experience with my grandmother and my mother. They both had dementia and Alzheimer's, and I mean, a year and a half to almost 2 years before, at least a year and a half before the debate, I kept on saying, I think there's something going on with President Biden. He's not in a good way and stuff like that. And I also fault the family because the family just kept him in that, because they, I guess they like the perks of being president, tagging on to the president stuff. That's just my opinion, my viewpoint. But I did that video. I thought that comes out. There's going to be more of those. They're not really shorts or clips. I guess they're not even clips really. They're like the old 5 minute YouTube video and stuff. I'll put it up there. And if I find an article that morning after, like on a well, that was on a Monday. That was after this broadcast. But if I come across it's a nice format. And there's other people on Rumble. There's a couple people on Rumble that do that type of format. And I like it. So I'm going to, as far as, say, hey, we got something here. This is an article and all that. Good morning, Liberty. Liberty coming in from the Buffalo, Niagara area. How you doing? How's everything going up there in your neck of the woods of New York State? It's dark out here. I looked outside when I was taking care of the cat boxes out in the back room, and looks like we got a little bit of rain as far as that goes. Let's see. We got a current temperature of, it went up a degree. It was 42. Now it's 43 degrees Fahrenheit. So let's see, 43 degrees Fahrenheit equates to 6 degrees Celsius. So that's our temperature currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York. And it's not really cold per se. It's comfortable. It's 67 here in the house, so I like being in the 60s. So okay, that video about JKP is truth. You saw nothing, and that was what Gail said. You saw nothing. Well, what about you, CBS? You didn't see anything either. Now you say you saw something. Okay, it's like you're trying to, maybe deflect the blame to JKP. I don't know. Mainstream media still is they're not a trusted source. You got to do your own filtering and stuff like that. And even that. Good morning, Liberty. Love the flags. Love the flags. Let's see, 45 and raining, but I love the rain. Okay, yeah. I think it's coming in and stuff like that. We're gonna do the weather here. Thank you from that start. You got 45. We're at 43, so we're about in the same range there. But we have a few showers this morning with mostly cloudy conditions during the afternoon hours. High around 55, so we're only going to get about 12 degrees higher than it is now. Winds out of the southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. That's pretty average. Chance of rain is 30%. 30%. So it's going to be just some sprinkles here and there. It looks like until about 8 o'clock. And sun will be rising this morning at 7:27, which is in about 45 minutes or 55 minutes. 55 minutes from now, the sun will be rising at 7:27, and the sun will be setting at a very quick 6:14. When it hits 6:14, even if it's 6:10, the sun's already down here. It's down around the. It still have a little bit of dust. Are you bothering Jack again? Or you just who's Jack? Is he around here? No, he's out there. Okay, be a good girl. Okay, he's not in the chair either. Okay, so we're gonna have a wet day again today. I took a walk yesterday. I didn't feel all that great after Monday's broadcast, and plus it was raining, so the missus wasn't feeling good either. So I didn't take a morning walk. I got one in yesterday, a really good one yesterday, and then one. I'll be getting one in today. So depending on the rain, we'll see what the rain. Well, let's see. Let's check the weather map here. Let's see. What do we got here? Oh, there's the rain in the southern tier. So it's just scattered. I should be able to get a walk in. That's a current Doppler from Channel 12 News. Full disclosure, I have no association with Channel 12 News. So there's the local weather setup there. And our world times and temperatures as I speak, starting in Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:34 a.m. They're just coming into today. Cloudy skies with a little clearing, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona at 3:34 a.m. currently there. Cloudy skies with a little clearing, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. In the windy city of Chicago, Illinois. Chicago, Illinois at 5:34 a.m. currently there. Let's see. 5:34 a.m. Cloudy skies, 46 degrees Fahrenheit in the concrete jungle of New York City. Yeah. Cloudy skies in New York at 6:34. It's 6:34 here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York. 57 degrees Fahrenheit. And again, what's going on? Oh, Bug's up she's up where she's not supposed to be. Get down, Bug. Come on, up. And she's always getting in trouble. Like Liberty has said, up in Buffalo, Niagara area, she's got 45 degrees and raining, but she loves the rain. And let's see, in Central Jersey, Tina, our Jersey girls, letting us know it's 65 there for the high, 42 for the low in Central Jersey, and it's rainy day today. So it's a whole rainy day in the Northeast down there in Jersey. But down in Georgia, where Tony D is at, he's saying it's currently 55 degrees Fahrenheit, 76 degrees for the high, 53 for the low, and clear down there in Georgia. Warner Robins, Georgia is where he's at. Continuing with our world times and temperatures across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean, in the UK, London, England, at 11:36 a.m. Little sun peeking out behind the clouds there, 56 degrees Fahrenheit, and in Milan, Italy. Manja. I love saying manja. It's just like lunchtime is always a good time. Then they have siesta for a couple hours afterwards. And that was some of the shops would close down for an hour or two after lunchtime. But it's lunchtime in Milan, a beautiful city. Cloudy skies in Milan, 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Skipping over to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, we have at 6:36 p.m. in their early evening, raining in Kuala Lumpur, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Japan, Tokyo, Japan, 7:37 p.m. in their evening, raining in Tokyo, 54 degrees Fahrenheit. And down under on the great continent, great country, great friends and allies to the United States, they are Australia. And the Prime Minister of Australia was visiting the president yesterday. I was watching a little bit of that, and then we got a good. I guess there's a good trade deal going on between the U.S. and Australia now for particular items as far as that goes, and rare earth minerals. I guess they have a bunch, just as many as China does, and stuff like that. And I guess they process a lot of them too down there. And but let's see, in Melbourne, Australia, at 9:37 p.m., cloudy skies, 54 degrees Fahrenheit in Melbourne, and to the east in Sydney, Australia, at 9:37 p.m., 77 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's cloudy with a little clearing. And those are world times and temperatures as I speak. Let's see, our national day. No, we're going to do our thought for the day. I'm getting out of sequence here. Our thought for the day comes from a great American poet, and that would be Robert Frost. Robert Frost was a 20th century poet known for his realistic poetries of rural New England life and his use of the American way of speech, I guess you could say. His poems often explored complex social and physiological themes through settings from early 20th century New England. A four-time Pulitzer Prize winner, Frost is considered one of the most honored American poets of the 20th century, and he is a great man. I've read a number of his works. He's a really good dude there as far as that goes. And his quote and our thought for the day goes as follows. In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. Really? 3 words? What are they? It goes on. Wow. Moving forward, like I say. I said it in 2 words. Our thought for the day from Robert Frost, a great American poet. In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned in life. It goes on. Robert Frost. And I think it's self-explanatory as far as that goes, what he was talking about. And Tina likes that one. As far as that, Tina likes that one. Yeah, I like it too. He has 3 words. I got 2 words. Move on. Moving on. So, years later, they'll say Rich Roberts, the fireman Rich, on that his morning coffee broadcast has 2 words. He sums up life. Move on. Moving on. Moving forward, I should say. Moving forward. So what did Robert Frost exactly mean as far as that goes? What's this? Captain Rehab says, oh my God, that quote used to be my banner on Facebook. Really? Robert Frost? I think that's a good banner then. Tina's laughing. Tina's laughing, and so is Liberty. And so does SOS mean the same. Yeah, there we go. SOS. I like that. That's 3 letters, which is shorter than 3 words. So what did Robert Frost mean? Basically, in 3 words, it's despite the challenges, changes, and sufferings in life, existence still continues. You still live around, okay? Life goes on. It goes on. Life. It is life itself. It is a reminder of resilience and the present flow of time. You can't stop time. So it's going to be. It goes on. Time cannot be stopped. It's constantly going. It suggests that even when faced with the hardships, we must persevere and keep moving forward. There's my moving forward. The simple phrase emphasizes the enduring nature of life and often offers solace by acknowledging that difficult periods are temporary. They're only temporary. we have good days, we have bad days, and stuff like that. Um, so a great thought for the quote and our thought for today from Robert Frost, and we thank him for that. God bless you, sir, and Godspeed. So that was a good one. That was a very good one as far as that goes. Let's see. Getting to our national day. Let's see what we got on the docket. Oh, we got a couple good. Oh, I like this. Oh, it's a good thing we didn't have that frozen pizza last night. Let's see. Today's National Nut Day. I would check that one. I love nuts. I love peanuts. I like walnuts. I like almonds and stuff. But we have one better. We have better than National Color Day. No, no. Yeah, I think so. Medical Assistance Recognition Days. Yeah, with the people the technicians that help out the nurses and the doctors, they're very important folks. And then we have National Make a Dogs Day. Yeah, give them an extra treat. This is the one we're going to go with. You listening? You, the national day today is drum roll hashtag National Tavern Style Pizza Day. So we have a frozen pizza. National Taco Bell Day. No, well, we could go up to Taco. We got a new Taco Bell now. I think it opened. It's open now, isn't it? I believe it is. Today's the grand opening. Yeah, today's the grand opening for our Taco Bell. And Tina, she's laughing, but she's also saying, "Yum, yeah, I love pizza. Pizza, the tavern pizza. Oh my god, we'll probably go down to the local pub here and get some pizza. Maybe I don't know. No, there's a frozen pizza in the thing." And Tina said, "I had Taco Bell. Yeah, our Taco Bell in here in Owego, New York. It's grand openings today." So we've had articles about it. So there might be an article in the news there and stuff. Let's see, Captain. Oh, you got me on there. I didn't read it. I didn't see the little flower there. I'll put this one up because it's National Nut Day. I have to you let that person know. Captain Rehab, you got me on that one. I will let you have that one, okay? Because it's National Nut Day, and that person is not the type you eat. She's that individual's way out there, past outside the ballpark, past the parking lot. She's out beyond the thruway, actually up the thruway. She's really out there. Okay, so there's our National Day. Today is National. Let's see October 22nd, National Tavern Style Pizza Day. Today we celebrate the taste of Chicago with a hard pinch, crispy crust, zesty sauce, and plentiful amount of toppings. Join us as we discuss why National Tavern Style Pizza Day is going to increase the need to enjoy this cheesy delight. Hashtag National Tavern Style Pizza Day. People across the globe love pizza, and tavern style pizza is a favorite among pizza lovers. In fact, tavern style pizza lovers will tell you this unique pizza originated in Chicago and in the most popular type of pizza order in Chicago. Yes, true. Chicagoans eat thin crust, not deep dish. And so I guess it started out there, originated in the Home Run Inn Tavern in Chicago in 1923. The owner began serving free pizza to customers as a snack instead of pretzels or popcorn to go with the drinks at the bar. Cut in tiny square pieces, bartenders served the pizza on paper napkins to allow a beer to be held in the free hand. It was a genius idea. It entices customers to have a bit to eat free of charge while enjoying a cold one. Today, tavern style pizza is found across the country in taverns, restaurants, and grocery stores. So there we have it, and it's just and there's an actual frozen pizza called Home Run Inn pizza. So I've never seen it, but that's what I'm seeing as far as on the picture here for National Day. So there's the National Day for today. That's pretty interesting. That's pretty good. Okay, let's see. like I said, yesterday was the second two. Oh, I forgot to check that off the calendar. Let me check that off here. We did the Mixcloud broadcast of the Tioga Radio Show, and we had fun doing that. I put up a new. Let me see if I bring that up. Let's see. Let's bring that up. I got a new picture on the picture on the Mixcloud channel. Let me bring that up. Where is that? Oh, there we go. Let's see. Let's see. That's not Shabuzi you're listening to, is it? She's singing out there, so I don't know if it's Shabuzi. Okay, let me. We're gonna bring up our Mixcloud page, and let's see. There it is, and you can see. I got the Fireman Rich icon up there, but right off here, you can see the new picture. And what's the difference? You can see the difference right here. There's the old one right there. Okay, you can see the top one. That's the newer one I just started yesterday, where it's an updated picture. The other one that just says Tioga Radio over my head, that's from way back, probably when I started. So I got less hair and gray hair as far as compared to, but I updated it to put the name down below my head instead of above my head, and the hashtag Tioga Wannabe Radio. There it is. And that's yesterday's program. It's over there on mixcloud.com/Richard M. Roberts. And the artists that were playing, we're playing, of course, Ace Frehley. He passed away last week, so I had one of his songs from I think it was 1985, New York Groove. It's a very good song from him. He's the former Kiss member. He passed away here last Thursday, I believe it was. He was in his 70s. Then we had a song from AC/DC, Who Made Who, Blackstone Cherry with Like I Roll, and then the Dead Daisies with Holy Ground, The Who with the classic I'm Free, Rival Sun with Until the Sun Comes Down, and then Warren Zevon, another rock classic, Werewolves of London. And then we finished out with an all-time great, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Fortunate Son. So that's what we had on the over there on the Tioga Radio Show on Mixcloud. And let's see, what did Tina say here? That's what get the veggie bowl out with seasoned beef. Get the veggie bowl with seasoned beef. Oh, that particular pizza? Okay. I've never seen that brand of pizza before, Tina. So I guess they have it down where you're at. Okay. But this is the Mixcloud broadcast we did yesterday. I always have fun doing this as far as that goes. Oh, the Taco Bell. Oh, on Taco Bell. Oh, okay. Get the veggie bowl and seasoned beef. Okay. I'll have to check that out when we go there. Okay, let me write that down so I don't forget it. Let's see. Veggie bowl with seasoned beef. Okay, I'm going to try that when we go there. I'll try that when we go to the. It may not be today. It might be tomorrow or the next day and stuff like that. So here, this is the. Let me bring this back to the. It's so good, is it? Okay, Tina, thank you for that. I got it written down, so I'll remember that. I usually get a burrito or something like that, but that's something different. I'll go ahead and try that. Maybe the missus will try that too. The bowl meals seem to be going pretty good. So there's the Tioga Radio Show over there on Mixcloud. It's a great place that you can check it out. Again, mixcloud.com/Richard M. Roberts. And like I always say, it's right off to the left here. There's a link. in the links. This first link, it's here right at the top. These are the original. There's a link to the Rich Roberts. That it used to be Rich Roberts. Now it's Richard M. Roberts. It's a different channel. This is my original channel right here, where it has original 212 episodes. I think we're up at 279 or something like that, as far as that goes. So there we have it as far as our Mixcloud broadcast. And let's see, let's go ahead and do this, bring this back up. No, we need to keep that off. That's right, because let's see, what do we got for time? Yeah, it's 100 years ago. We got to do 100 years ago. So let me bring that up. And then I gotta get some more coffee. Good coffee here. Let's go ahead and do this one. Bring this up. 100 years ago, as of October 20th, which is this past Monday. Full disclosure, I have no association with Fox 40. We just look at their webpage along with a number of other web pages, news web pages here in the local area, the Southern Tier, like WEBO, WNBF, WBNG, WENY, Channel 18 out in Elmira, Binghamton 34, WBNG, and KGB radio station there, KISS 105, and there's 2 channels up there in Buffalo on their webpage. Those web pages I present to show you, especially the ones up in Buffalo, if I talk about it, it's about New York State or here in the Southern Tier of upstate New York. And I'm just presenting them. I have no association with any of those. I'm just a consumer of their product that's on their web pages. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and bring this up and see what the young lady has to say here about 100 years ago with Roger Luther.
Well, tonight we continue our segment on sharing some of Broome County's past. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we look at the headlines in Broome County from 100 years ago. Delivering that news for us now is Broome County historian Roger Luther, brought to you by UHS.
100 years ago today, more than 2,000 people attended a ceremony on Clinton Street Sunday when the cornerstone was placed for the new Endicott Johnson Workers Hospital of the First Ward. Groundbreaking ceremonies were held today for the new High Street Methodist Church in Binghamton and for the new school building and community hall at Nimmonsburg. George F. Johnson announced today that he will donate $1,000 to the Susquehanna Boy Scout Council this year. And finally, the proprietor of a Thompson Avenue establishment was arrested during a raid last night when officers found a quantity of moonshine and homebrew hidden beneath a large American flag. That was the news, October 20, 1925.
They always swing one in there about alcohol, it seems. So it's just amazing. They had a normal thing. Was it the cornerstone for the Workers Hospital in the First Ward? I think that's the Binghamton General now Hospital. Groundbreaking work for the High Street Methodist Church in Binghamton. That's still there. I think it's still a church. And then let's see. George F. Johnson announced that he will be giving $1,000 to the Boys Club Council this year. He's, like I said, George F. Johnson was a very generous person. And let's see, like this one. Tina says that moonshine will kill you. So yeah, that moonshine will kill you, as far as that goes. And interesting to know where things were built. Yeah, some of the buildings that they built, they're still here 100 years later. And of course, I don't think they have the moonshine anymore. They just have regular alcohol now and stuff. So it's like, but let's see. What else was there? Oh, the last one. Yeah, concerning the moonshine. Proprietor of Thompson Avenue established was arrested for a raid when officers found a quantity of moonshine, homebrewed, hidden. So, they establishment, meaning they still had bars, but there was no alcohol. That doesn't make sense. But there was prohibition in 1925. So I think prohibition was repealed in 3 years later, in 1928. So that's what the news was here in the southern tier of upstate New York, October 20th, uh, 1925. And there you have it. It's always fun listening to that. And those were the big headlines, compared to, they would even make page 6 in the old newspaper, I guess, as far as that goes, or they'd be page 6 news, I guess. So there we have it as far as, and that's always a good piece. Roger Luther, he's the Broome County historian, so he has a very unique voice and stuff like that. And had moonshine once, it burned all the way down. The closest I could say I came to moonshine was when I was over in Italy, Tina, and I had grappa. You could put it, you can take your lighter and you light the grappa. It can hold a flame. But I had some grappa. It was a firefighter's tradition when you went over, the firefighters over at Aviano Air Base. We had the first night, or when you first got there, they took you out. And the first night you went out with the guys, they would the waitress at the Aviano Inn would bring a circle of grappa shot glasses, and they were all lit, and they'd set it down. And my first night out with my good friend Dave Muncie, we were just airman basics. And we were clueless. So it's like, okay, we're going to have a party and stuff. So we had to blow the flame out and toss it, right? That's the first round. Now, when the second, third, fourth, and fifth round comes around, grappa, as you know, Tina, it looks like water. So everybody else is taking shots of water, but me and Dave, we're doing like 5, 6, 7. We went up to like 10 shots, and we're freaking plastered by that. But they're... It's not affecting them. It's just to get us. That was our initiation. And Captain Rehab says he loves grappa. Yeah, there's no taste to it. Do you mix it with something, Captain Rehab? Tina likes that. Lots of laugh. Yeah, that's a good firefighter story. That our initiation, we got trashed on our first week. And no, lots of laughs. Okay, you like that story. Yeah, I used to drink a lot when I was a kid, or when I was younger. Not as a kid, but as I was a man of the world. I said, yeah, bring it on. Yeah, the grappa. Oh, yeah, that's good stuff. Good stuff. I can handle it. I think it was in my 5th shot. I was like, whoa, because I had to ask, how many shots of grappa did we do? Because next morning we're at the fire station. I'm standing there at roll call, and I'm like, I'm just barely holding on, and everybody's laughing because they know they grappatized me and Dave. Dave, he's the fire chief down there at Shepherd Air Force Base in Texas, and he's a good friend of mine. I've known him for well over 40, coming up on 50 years, about 40 years, 40 some years, 40 plus years. We went to fire school together. We were roommates over in Aviano when we first got there in 78. It was February 78. We both got there, and we were there for 2 years. And he's a fire chief now, the very successful fire chief, and retired chief master sergeant from the United States Air Force, and full-fledged fire chief. He's one of those, and he said he was never going to be one, but he ended up being one. A fire chief god, I guess, a DOD fire chief god. And he's been the fire chief down there for over 20 years now, 20, pushing 30. So he's a double dipper. I wonder if he's getting his paycheck because of the shutdown. I got to give him a call and find out. Okay, there's our 100 years ago, and we're at 51 minutes, and we're going to take a break. We're on schedule. We're on schedule right now. I got to get some more coffee here, and I love telling that story about the grappa, though. That's funny. As far as some good memories there, our first assignment there with Dave and stuff. Okay, Tina, we'll see you later. Ciao for now. And I will be back here, folks, in a couple minutes here. We're gonna go. We're going to go to have a break here. I'm going to get my coffee refreshed. And let's see. Let's make sure we got that on the loop. And I will be right back. So just hang in there. I'll be back in about 2 minutes or so. Okay? Be right back. are back here on the Wednesday morning coffee for 10.08.2025 at Rumble Video Broadcast. I am Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Rumble, as well as over there on X, my mainstay for being on social media platforms, and all other fine social media platforms. You can find me by Googling at Fireman Rich, and you'll see where else I'm at as far as I go. But X is my mainstay, and we're on all these network of 7 channels right here on Rumble, Locals, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, X Live, and on Kick. 7 platforms. Let me check the Kick. Do we have anybody over on Kick? Let's go ahead and check it. And we have one person over on Kick. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. And over on the Facebook, I see no comments on the Facebook, but we do get the numbers for there. I let the music, the break music, and went to. Usually it's only 2 cycles. I went to a third one because I had some. I'm on the. How can I put this? I do the cat puke cleanup, and the cat puked. So, hey, Jim Figerty. Hey, how you doing, my friend? Good morning. Good to see you, sir. Are you up? Are you on right now? Let me see. You're on right now. You probably got me on your broadcast, don't you? I know you, sir. Let's see. Let's check out Jim Figerty here. Yep, he's up. He's on. Let's see. Does he? No, he's. Where do all the flags go? You don't have any flags. What happened to all the flags, my friend? Let's catch up on the comments here. Okay, Liberty. We'll see you later. Have a great one. Thank you for being here. Liberty 101 coming in from the Buffalo, Niagara area there in New York State. And we got Jim Figerty. He's in the chat. He's chatting with us, and I'm over on his page. Let me go ahead and bring that up here. Let's see. Where is this? No, that's 100 years ago. We don't want that. We want to bring up his page. Let's see. Where's his page? I got to go to my Twitch page. Let's see. Go to the Twitch page. We go there. Go back. And Jim Figerty, Liam, is giving us a visit. Let's see. There he is. There's Jim. Or there's Liam. Hi, sir. Hi. I don't know if he's still watching us and stuff like that. So let me see. Let me get rid of the ticker tape. There's Jim Figerty. There he is. That's his page. He gave us a shout out here, and we appreciate it, Liam. He's over there in Ireland, and he broadcasts every morning, and he's just chatting on the Wednesday, and you can see he has a very active chat. Who's in the chat? We got London RYT. I know that person. Is Liam over there? But where are the flags? Where are the flags? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Let me bring up his audio here for a minute.
Dust.
Let me see. I got to make sure I get this right here. That his backyard, he usually has a whole bunch of flags. I don't know what happened to the flags as far as that goes. So let's see. I'm going to say good morning to Liam. Oh, did it go? Okay. Okay, I got it. Oh, I got to get the. Okay, good morning. Thank you, sir. This morning. Let's see. Oh, what happened? Oh, I gotta. Let's see. Let's see if we can hear Liam.
No, not this fucking dust. No.
Oh, we use the F
No,
word.
sir. The top of the screen. Okay, I'll just rub the top of the screen. The top of the screen.
Okay, he must be doing
Look
something.
at that.
Okay. What's going on there, Liam?
If I go in off the top of the telly, for instance.
Okay, he's adjusted his camera. Okay. All right. Well, but that's Liam. Check him out, Jim Figerty. He'll be broadcasting probably in another hour after I get done broadcasting here. He's a great guy. He gives me something to shoot for as far as being older and stuff like that. Can I reply to that? Let's see. Just have a great day.
Welcome in. Have I got your name here? No, I don't. Welcome in, Rich. Probably is.
Okay, we can't do the music here. I'll get tagged. Okay, there we go. That's Liam. He's a great guy. He is oh, we don't want that. No. We'll get back there. We got to bring the camera up first. There we go. Okay, now we can go. Okay, there. No, what the hell happened there? There's the camera. I'm sorry about that, folks. Okay, Jim Figerty was in. That's always we haven't visited Liam in a while. So okay, just to finish out our history, and then we'll get to the sports here because I know Captain Rehab wants to see that chart. On this day also, let's see. Uh, 50 years ago today, Vera 9, the Soviet Union's orbit lander, became the first mission to enter orbit around Venus and return images of the surface of another planet. The key design featured on the lander was that it had to remain operational under conditions of extreme heat. It's pretty hot there on Venus as far as that goes. So, and let's see, in 1883, the Metropolitan Opera House opened there in New York City. And let's see, 1924 on this day, Toastmasters was founded to teach people how to speak in the public. My father was a member of the Toastmasters. I thought about it, but joining, but I like talking and stuff, but they have structured speeches and stuff, and I just go on the I just go off the hip there and stuff. 1953, Laos gained independence from France, and it was in 1976. Why didn't it ban the rest of the stuff? Red dye number 4 was banned by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration after it was discovered that it causes tumors in bladders of dogs, which it could cause tumors in humans then. And in 1981, the high-speed TGF railway service from Paris to Lyon was started. And in 2008, the country of India launched its first unmanned lunar mission, Charlemagne. So I think they did land on the moon. They've had a couple unsuccessful. I do have my second cup of coffee, by the way. What does he mean by GTS? GTS Liam said, let's see, I'm going to copy it. He put, hey, Fireman Rich, GTSY. What's GTSY? See, he's pretty hip with these acronyms. Oh, glad to see you. Okay. See, I didn't know what that meant. Good to see you. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, Jim's still listening. Oh, Jim, you're still there. We're back on our broadcast here. Jim. Oh, he has us in a window. Oh, let me show this. Oh my God. I'm just seeing this, Jim. I'm just seeing this. Let's go ahead and bring this back up. I got to bring this back up, folks. Jim figured he freaking caught me here. Let's bring this back up. There he is. He's got me in a window. Hey, hi. There he goes. Hi back. Oh, let me bring up some audio here. We usually do this on a Friday and stuff. So, but thank you, Jim. Let me bring up some audio here. We usually do this on a Friday.
Hello.
So,
hello, Rich.
But, thank you, Jim. Let me bring up some audio here.
Hello,
we
Rich.
Do this on a Friday. Hello.
Hello.
So,
hello, Rich.
But, thank you, Jim. Let me bring up some audio here.
Hello,
We
Rich.
do this on a Friday. Hello.
Hello.
So,
hello, Rich.
We're getting a loop going. Let's see.
Hello. Hello, Rich.
We're getting a loop going. Let's see.
Hello.
Okay. Oh, let's just tell him, have a great day. Thank you again, sir. Okay. So that's
Fire.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and head back to our broadcast. He's a great guy. He is fantastic. He is he gives me something to strive for. He is very motivating as far as that goes. So he is an inspiration as far as I'm concerned, as far as a broadcaster. He's one of the great broadcasters, I think. So give him a follow, and as far as that goes, and yeah, it's good to see. Let's see. Jim says, good to see you. Yeah, it's good to see you, Jim, and stuff like that. So we're back to there he is right there. I peek in on him every once in a while and stuff. So let's see. Continuing with our history here on this day. Let's see. We had in 1836, Sam Houston was inaugurated as the first constitutionally elect president of the Republic of Texas. Texas was a country before it became a state. So that was after the war there with Mexico that the people of Texas had. 1928, Republican presidential nomination. Hubert Hoover spoke of American system of rugged individuals in a speech in New York City's Madison Square Garden. And let's see. In 1934, bank robber Charles Petty Boy Floyd was shot to death by federal agents and local police at a farm near East Liverpool, Ohio. And then in 1962, in a national broadcast address, President John F. Kennedy revealed the presence of Soviet-built missile bases under construction in Cuba and announced the naval blockade of all offensive military equipment being shipped to communist island nation. 58. 162. I was 4 years old. I was 4 years old when that happened. And I remember that. That's one of my very first memories of what was happening on it. And I had no understanding at 4 years. I was sitting there playing my toys in the living room. My father was in his chair smoking his cigarette, his Lucky Strike cigarette, and he's watching the news. And he stood up and came to the TV and standing there. I didn't know the significance until years later when, that I asked him, I says, yeah, I was concerned. He was concerned that we were going to go to war. And that's probably the closest this blue marble ever came to war right there during the Cuban Missile Crisis in '62. In 1968, Apollo 7 returned safely to Earth, orbiting, splashing down in the Atlantic Ocean. They were the first spacecraft to orbit the moon. We're returning to the moon, the United States, in this February. NASA will be launching a rocket. I forget what it's called. I can't think of the name right. But we're returning to a similar to what Apollo 7. They're going to go out, circle. It's going to be a manned mission. They already did one mission, an unmanned mission, and they're going to go back. Let's see. And it was in 2016, the Chicago Cubs won the first pennant since 1945, beating the Los Angeles Dodgers in Game 6 of the National League Championship Series. The Cubs went on to beat Cleveland in the World Series in 7 games. And speaking of baseball, Los Angeles Dodgers, they're in the World Series. Good segue to our sports section. The Dodgers and Blue Jays will hit it off after the Blue Jays beat the Mariners 4-3 on Monday night. So it's going to be a Dodgers-Blue Jays. So I got to root for the Dodgers. They're here in America. I don't want to vote. Canada's probably excited. The Blue Jays, they've won a World Series before, and so have the Dodgers. So I'm going to be pulling for the Dodgers. That's who I'm going to pick for. Captain Rehab, you still there? I think he said the Dodgers. He said the Blue Jays will win. So that game, World Series starts this Friday at 8 p.m. Of course, we have football. Let's see, this past week, how should I put this? This past weekend, we had football. And let me go over the what's playing this for week. What week is this? Week 8. We're going to have the Vikings and Chargers going to be playing tomorrow night. Dolphins and Falcons will be playing Sunday at 1 o'clock. No early games. So these are the 1 o'clock games here. Dolphins, Falcons, Bears and Ravens, Jets and Bengals, Bills and Panthers. Go Bills. That's down there in Panther territory. Hopefully they had a good rest. 49ers and Texans at 1 o'clock. Browns and Patriots at 1. Giants and Eagles at 1. That should be a good game there. The 4 o'clock games, you got Buccaneers and Saints, Titans and Colts, Cowboys and Broncos at 4. And then the 8 o'clock game is Packers and Steelers. That should be a good game. The Monday night game will be Chiefs and Commanders. Okay, and let's see. What were my picks? I've got my picks. Let me make my announcement of the picks before we go to the win-loss chart for this last week. I'm going to pick the LA Chargers, the Miami Dolphins, the New York Jets, the New England Patriots, the New York Giants, the Buffalo Bills. I'm picking all the New York teams, okay? You probably think I'm crazy with the Giants and Jets pick, but I'm going to pick all the New York teams. Continue, I'm going to pick the Chicago Bears, San Francisco 49ers, New Orleans Saints, Dallas Cowboys, Indianapolis, Green Bay, and Washington to beat Kansas City. I think that's going to be an upset. So those are my picks for this week. Was it week 18? And the win-loss chart, let's go ahead and bring that puppy up. Are you there, Captain Rehab? Are you still here? I hope you are. Let's see. Let's bring this over here on that. And let's move back to this. And let's see. We're going to bring up this window. Where's our chart? Is that our chart? Yeah, there's our chart. Okay, let me see. What do we got here? Okay, is that the chart? Okay, there's the chart right there. Okay, and as you can see, we had some movement for the you got CBS still in first place. They had 10-5 this past weekend. Ted had 9-6, so he lost a little bit. Captain Rehab, you picked up some spaces there. You're getting close to Ted and CBS at 11. You're third right there. You had 11-4. That was pretty good. Brian had 8-7, so that wasn't that good. Tony, he surged above me and Michael, and actually, Actually, I searched above Michael, so this should be actually going above Michael here because I'm 10. Or no, disregard. But Captain Rehab at 11, then 4. Brian is sitting in 4th. He had 8 and 7, so he lost a few. Tony, he had 12 and 3, so he scooted over me and Michael. So that was a big movement there. He's up the board there at 60. And Michael had 8 and 7, so I was able to come close to him with the. I had 10 and 5, which is probably my best, I think. No, I had a 10 and 6 there, 11 and 6. So, but that was had the majority, and then Tina, she had 9 and 6. So everybody's still above 500. So that's where we sit as far as on the I forgot to start the okay. That's where we stand as far as on the broadcast there. So let's see. Or no, on the football thing, as far as that goes. Let's see. Let me get back here to bring up my camera here. So that's the chart right there. We're going into week 8, and you can see right here that you have CBS. They take the lead, 76 wins, 31 losses, and then Ted is at 71, 4 behind. But Captain Rehab, he's 5 behind Ted, and then Brian, he's still sitting up there in 4th place. Tony moves up to 5th place. Michael is in 6th place. I'm in 7th, and Tina's in 8th place. So that's how we stand as far as football goes. So there we have that. Okay. And let's see. So football's some good football games there. And we'll see what this week 8 comes up. Of course, there was another football game as far as that goes. And that was yesterday with Manchester City Football Club. They beat. Let me go ahead and bring this page up here. Let's see. Bring up. Oh, Manchester City. Yes, share that. And as you can see, Manchester City beat Villarreal yesterday in the this is the UEFA, United Europe Football Association Championship League. So in the Premier League now, after their win this past Sunday, you can see Manchester City is sitting. Manchester City Football Club is sitting at 2nd place right now overall. There's two leagues going on. There's the Premier League. That's the regular playing, and you got to do good on the Premier League to be able to play in the European Championship. So there we have that, and go blue, go Manchester Blue. Okay, so there we have that. As far as football, I'm a Manchester City Football Club fan, and I had. Yesterday's game, they scored 2 goals in the first half, so that's pretty. That's a kiss of death right there because Manchester City. But Manchester City, they've given it up in the second half sometimes too. So, but the second half was sort of flat for them yesterday. So, so a good win for Manchester City yesterday, nonetheless. And let's see. With that, let's go to see what's on Fox 40. As far as we're going, again, full disclosure, I have no association with Fox 40, WEBO, WENY, WNBF, WBNG, Channel 34, Binghamton, Channel 18 News, the Penny Saver. Oh, they have an article on the Penny. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what we have here. Okay, we talked about this before, the tiny homes there in Binghamton, and Broome County unveils new Veterans Resource Center home project. I am a veteran, and I love seeing this as far as that goes. Concern and helping the veterans. So let's go ahead and bring this one up and see what this one's about.
Broome County officials, veterans, and community leaders gathering to celebrate the grand opening of the Timothy M. Griffin Veterans Resource Center and 10 tiny homes for veterans. The $12.2 million project has been in the works for almost a decade and provides permanent housing along with wraparound services through Soldier On, a nonprofit supporting veterans. The center also hosts offices for veteran service organizations, a community room, and a mobile food pantry. Named after Vietnam veteran and former county executive Tim Griffin, the initiative was funded through local, state, and federal contributions, including support from Senator Schumer, Assemblywoman Lupardo, and Congressman Riley.
When you look around this site, you're not just seeing new buildings and homes, you're seeing hope. You're seeing collaboration. You're seeing gratitude made visible. Every tiny home, every office inside this resource center, every garden bed that will soon bloom here, all of it represents a community saying thank you to our veterans in the most tangible and visible way possible. Because we owe our veterans more than just words.
Broome County officials.
Okay, so that's encouraging. That's veterans, they do deserve. They need help afterwards. A lot of veterans are homeless. Well, more than they should be, and but they need assistance, especially those returning from war where they have injuries and stuff. You got such organizations. This is a community getting together to support the community of veterans that are here in the southern tier of upstate New York. You have organizations like what's that one? What's the tunnels one? Tunnels to. Oh. Okay, she's go out and feed the cats here. Tunnels to Towers. That's what it is. Tunnels to Towers. That organization is a great organization. Let me open. We got daylight coming in here. So, is she out there? Okay. No, she's not. I forgot to open the curtains here. We got daylight going. So that's a good story right there as far as that goes. And I think that's all we have on Channel 34. Yeah, that's one. Let's go to WEBO. What do we have on WEBO? Let's see, nothing on the national. Let's see if we got something on the local for New York. New York. Let's see, not seeing anything. Let's see, go check one more time under my hometown news as far as what they may have. No, nothing there. WNBF, let's see. We got the mayor candidate. I guess they're voting for a new mayor in Binghamton. This past one's, oh, here we go. Here's a story. We're talking about Taco Bell. Here's a story right here. Let's see. We got a video. Bob Joseph usually has a video. No. This is on WNBF. As far as that goes, there it is. There's the new Taco Bell right there. We got an article on the Penny Saver. We'll read the Penny Saver one. But that's what the new Taco Bell looks like. As far as that goes, Taco Bell here in Owego, New York. Southern Tier, newest Taco Bell, ready to open. It opens today. As far as that goes. So let me see what else we have. They have some pictures here. Hang on for a minute. Yeah, an abandoned bank building has been transferred into. Oh, this is in Binghamton. Oh, okay. There's one opening up in Binghamton too. Oh, but the newest eatery located in the former Chemung Bank Trust is on Route 17. Oh, okay. This is the one in Owego right here. And as you can see, this is the old bank right there. And that's what that's what the new Taco Bell looks like right there. So we have a Taco Bell here in Owego, New York. I'll read the one on the penny. There's a story on the penny saver there, so we'll read that one when we get to the penny saver. Unless there's an article on let's see, what else do they have on WNBF? Just to give you some pictures of the Taco Bell. No, that's the only thing they have. We're going to read the article on penny saver though. Let's see. How much time we got? Oh, we got 1:30. Okay, we got plenty of time. WBNG channel 12, the local. Is there anything on there about the? No. Wow. Let me check their news page itself. They talk about the veterans. So we'll look at the veterans. The story on the veterans. They'll give you a different. This is on the Veterans Resource Center opening on Binghamton North Side for the veterans, and we'll see what this one's about here. Here we go.
A decade of work, a new housing and assistance project for Broome County veterans has opened on Binghamton's North Side. 12 News' Daniel Kern joins us with more on one of the most highly anticipated developments in the area. Daniel.
Yeah, that's right, Autria. The building behind me, officials say, will transform the process of getting assistance for those who served our country.
Finally, the veterans of Broome County have a home that they can call their own.
Broome County officials officially cut the ribbon on the new Veteran Resource Center. The facility at 530 Straight Street will serve as a one-stop shop for veterans around the area to receive help with benefits, financials, and mental health.
From the Broome County Veterans Service Agency, in partnership with the Salvantier Veteran Support Group, Soldier On, Clear Path for Veterans, and the Vet Center.
Several veterans are ready to move into the 10 tiny homes that also recently opened at the site. This creates not just convenience for the residents, but also community.
Being chosen to live in one of the tiny homes here has been life-changing. It's not just the roof over my head. It's a fresh start. It's stability, peace, and the kind of safety many of us haven't felt in years.
This project has been in the works for 9 years and is made possible thanks to bipartisan efforts on the federal, state, and local level.
To the veterans who will soon live here, work here, and walk these grounds, this place belongs to you. You've given so much to our country, and now it's turn to give back.
Now, officials say the residents will be moving into those tiny homes any day now, and once that happens, operations will be fully up and running here on State Street. In Binghamton, Daniel.
Okay, so there we have it. Another take on the veterans homes, being the tiny homes for the Veterans Resource Center that's there. That's near, I guess the tiny homes are around that Veterans Center. So that's good that the veterans are there as far as that goes. So that's a good article there. And we appreciate that. I think that's the only article that we have on WBNG. Let me see. Let me do a search. Owego Taco Bell. Have they got anything? Owego Taco Bell. No, that was the May 5th. So they don't have any updated article on as far as that goes on their on the page there. So okay, so we'll probably see something this Friday, by Friday. Let's see, WAAL. Let's see, we have another. They got the same story that we just saw on WNBF at Taco Bell. Let's see, first look. Do they have any pictures here? Let's see. Oh, we've seen those pictures of the Timothy M. Grappin Veterans Resource Center. I got to take a visit up there. Let's see, Channel 34. What do we have on Channel 34? Not seeing anything. You're talking. I guess the mayor's race is going on. There's a mayor race going down in New York City, so it's that time of year. I guess we got local elections coming up here. Okay, nothing on Channel 34. WENY out there in Elmira. Let's see what we have out there. We got a new web page here. I'm still trying to get used to it. And we have nothing really on WENY. Let's see. Let me just go to their news page. Oh, that's almost a little bit easier there. Let's see. News. Let's see. Local. What do we got for local news? Anything? Not seeing that. Let's see. Statewide. Let's see for New York State. What do they got for state? I could check to see if they got state. Okay, that's it for WENY. Okay, now let's get to the Penny Saver. The Penny Saver has the article we want to read about the Taco Bell. This is the Penny Saver is an actual newspaper that I get every Sunday. I go up to the local Stop and Shop gas station, and there it is right there. There's the Taco Bell right there on the Penny Saver, and we're going to read this article here. Okay, let's see what it has to say. So Taco Bell is opening today, I guess, October 22nd. That's today. The new Taco Bell in Owego, located at 1054 New York 17C on 5th Avenue, is scheduled to open October 22nd. It's open right now. It just opened 45 minutes ago at 7 a.m. with a ribbon cutting hosted by the Tioga Chamber of Commerce at 10 a.m. The construction of the former bank building was under renovation since May 2025, and the location will be the first Taco Bell in Tioga County. During the May 15th groundbreaking held at the site, Jessica Woodburn, Director of Marketing and Hospitality, Syracuse, owners of the franchise, stated that the company had been looking to develop and grow over the last 5 years and saw Owego as a good fit. And I think it will be. We love Taco Bell here. Now we can, usually you'd either have to go up to, what is it? Up to, I don't want that one. I want the, let's see, let's get back. That's what I'm reading. We want this one here. Sorry about that. We either have to go up to Vestal, New York. That's the closest one. It's about a 20-minute drive, or else down to Sayre, which is about a 10, 15-minute drive. So this is less than 10 minutes from my house. Boom, right there. I'm going to Taco Bell. I have to go by the Burger King first, and then I go by the McDonald's to get to Taco Bell. Right across from the Taco Bell, there's Wendy's. So that's the fast food stuff that we have going on here. Let's see. Also, at the time of the groundbreaking, the company anticipated that 50 new jobs would be created with training held in Ithaca, New York. You can learn more. Okay, that's the site in Owego sat vacant since the former Chemung Channel Bank branch closed back in 2020. So it's been empty for over almost 5 years. Now a new Taco Bell has opened today. So that's a good thing, folks. That's a great thing as far as that goes. The new Taco Bell there in Owego. And let's see. Let's go to the article here. And you can see, there it is. I have no association with Taco Bell, but there it is, right next to the what used to be. There's a couple hotels right there, and then there's an Aldi's right. If you were to turn the camera around 180, you'd be looking at the Aldi's. So there's the new Taco Bell in Owego, New York. Yay! We have a Taco Bell. Oh, and I got to remember, I got it written down. Tina told me to try the veggie bowl with seasoned beef. That's going to be, when I go to that Taco Bell, that's what I'm ordering. Okay. And Tina says it's good. And if she says it's good, that's what we're going to order when we go there. Tina says veggie bowl with seasoned beef. Yeah. You want to go there for lunch?
I don't know. Depends on if we can nab those cats today.
Oh, I don't have any faith on the.
You have no faith.
We're gonna have to go over to next door to get them if we're gonna do it.
She just went out back, so I wanted to take a shower myself.
Yeah, okay. We'll see how we do that. We'll see what It's supposed to be rainy. Well, it's going to. Oh, it's clearing up. Oh, okay. Okay, it's clearing up out there. All right, let's see. What else do we have here on that's the penny saver. That's the main let's see, main story there. Let's see, WKGB. What do we have in here? Nothing. Oh, they start talking about value of historical jewels stole from the Louvre in an embrazen heist. There was a big robbery there at the Louvre. They stole a lot of jewelry, as far as that goes. So that's been in the news. Let's see. We didn't bring up KISS 10. Okay. Nothing on KISS. Nothing on, let's see, Buffalo. 106, Buffalo's #1 country. Nothing on there, really. And let's see, over on Power 93.3 WBLK. Looks like they're going to have a big Buffalo Bills parade there in Buffalo, in East Aurora, to perk up the folks there. So that's it for that. Let's see. Let me go ahead and bring all these down here. Just streamline this as far as, and I got those 2 videos that I put up. I'm gonna present here as far as that goes on the broadcast that I did Monday and Tuesday. Okay, we don't need that one. And let's see. Let's see first, and we'll listen to this one. This is these 2 videos, these 2 next videos. The first one's like 5 minutes, and the second one is 6 minutes. But let's see, we'll go with that. That one. What was that? Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's bring up the video on the YouTube, and we'll finish out with these as far as let's see. Let's bring this up on max screen. Yeah, that'll work. Max screen. So this is a video I did Monday concerning firefighters with cancer awareness, particularly with you know what? Let's do the other one first. We'll save let's do this one first. It's I don't want to end on a political note. So let's go ahead and we'll switch this up here first. Let's go ahead and that sounds like a better idea. Let's see. Okay, let's bring up this is the one I did yesterday concerning let's see, what do we have? Okay, I'll bring this up. Got that. We maximize it, and we bring it up. And this is the one I did yesterday concerning Kareem Jean-Pierre, as far as that goes. So I don't normally bring political stuff into the thing, but I did this video. It's out there, and I'm going to present it here. So it's been out there. It's over on my YouTube channel at Richard M. Roberts, and also over there on here on Rumble, Fireman Rich's broadcast. So let's go ahead and check this one out here. Hello, Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on X and all those other fine social media platforms that I may be on. You can go ahead and Google at Fireman Rich, and you'll see where else I'm at. The truth. We're always looking for the truth, it seems. At least I am. And I think I'm no different than somebody else, where you can see or tell when somebody's not really telling the full truth. Such is the case with Karine Jean-Pierre, the former press secretary of President Biden. She had close contact with former President Biden. But was she telling the truth about his overall mental state when asked that question, or just deflecting and not answering the question? Well, the the former press secretary, she's making the rounds promoting a new book called Independence. And she's no longer in the Democratic Party. She's an independent now. So what is she running away from as far as that goes? Well, I don't know. She left the Democratic Party. I haven't really heard any really straightforward reason, but that's not what she was fending off when she was on CBS this morning. It was about whether she saw signs that we've all seen of former President Joe Biden of his mental degrading. And the irony here is that while still a sloppy response, it's probably an example of this individual attempting not to answer the question. And we have a video here from the CBS this morning with John Pierre on leaving the Democratic Party, but I don't think that's what was being pressed. So let's go ahead and we'll play that, and I'll do a little commentary afterwards here. So hang on, and here it is.
The apparent decline of Joe Biden. You said you're a member of the inner circle and you never saw the decline. And after that, I wrote, how? Yeah. You even write, Karine, that you were on the plane with him going to the debate and you didn't see anything.
Well, when we were on the Air Force One going to the debate, you got to remember his campaign people were on the team. His family was on the team. I actually was one of those rare trips that I didn't really see him until after the debate, even though I was on the plane. So really, I want everybody to know that I take this question incredibly seriously. I do. I was his White House press secretary, which means I had a role that saw him practically every day and traveled with him.
And you saw nothing.
For more than 95%. We've always said, we're not going to say, oh, he didn't age. He aged and he poked fun at it. We always owned up. And with age comes what happens when you get older,
which is
but when we talk about the mental acuity, and again, I take this very, very seriously. Yeah. I never saw anyone who wasn't there. I saw someone who was always engaged. I saw someone who understood policy, pushed us on the policy, and also understood history. And there were times, I'll tell you the story. There were times where he would call me into the Oval Office and I would be like, oh no, because I knew whatever he was going to ask me was going to be direct, was going to be about a story he read, about how we're pushing back, how we're pushing a message forward.
And you write about.
So she was asked the question, you saw nothing, and she didn't answer the question. She's deflecting, which is a clear indication.
The apparent decline of
there we go. I don't want to replay that, but it's a clear indication of not really wanting to tell the truth. You want to change it over, just like she's changing her party. She wants to figure if she's as an independent, she doesn't have to answer any questions being a Democrat. I feel, my opinion is she's just like she was when she was press secretary. She wasn't always telling the truth. And it's a bunch of word salad of how Biden was engaged during the presidency. And that's all she gave at the podium when she was press secretary for President Biden. And how she dreaded late night summons to his office since she knew he was going to be direct and lively. Notice how she didn't answer the question posed by the folks there on CBS, who was finally coming to terms. Even the mainstream media was denying it back in the day that there was nothing wrong. Now, all of a sudden, they're interested in that. They're not concerned or want to know about the former press secretary's political affiliation. They want to know about former President Biden. And when she can't answer the question, that just leads to the bigger question: are you telling the truth? And even Governor of Pennsylvania, Josh Shapiro, is admitting that Kamala Harris knew that Joe Biden was mentally unwell, then just giving up. I think she just needs to give up the game there. We all know and we all saw what we saw on that debate, and it wasn't pretty, folks. I want to say thank you for your view, and thank you for listening to my opinion, my viewpoint. And as far as former President Joe Biden, he's going to go down in history as one of the worst presidents the United States of America has ever had. I wish him well, but history will be, I can almost foresee, and that's what I'm predicting, because he's probably the worst president of my lifetime. You all have a great one. Have a good day. God bless, and God bless America. So there's the first video as far as that goes. Excuse me for a minute. Okay. I just had to check something with the missus here. But that's the video I did yesterday as far as came across that article. And like I said, JKP is making the rounds and stuff. And she's going to be asked about the mental state of President Biden during his when she was there as press secretary. And she was close to him, but to slough it off that, oh, I was on the airplane, but I was I don't buy that. And what's even more so is that CBS News is asking the question now, where were they several years back when Joe Biden was the president? They didn't ask then. So you can say, okay, they're trying to correct the record. No, they're just covering their ass to point, oh, well, she should have told us. Well, she told us he was okay, but it was obviously wasn't. So that was just my take on that. I wish her the best on her book. I don't think it's going to be a bestseller, but those press secretaries, once they leave, they do that. Everybody in government leaves. And okay, we got a second video concerning the firefighter cancer, skin cancer thing. So let's check that out here. Skin cancer. Hello. Okay, let's get that. Hello. Yes, hello. Okay, let's see. We'll get to this one. We'll bring that one up. And here's the one I did Monday. It's about 5 minutes long here. So let me go ahead and bring this one up. There we are again in my firefighting garb. I'm a retired firefighter. But this is an important subject for me as far as that goes, because it talks about cancer. I am a cancer survivor of both prostate and skin cancer and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and check this one out. Hello, Rich Roberts here, retired firefighter for the United States Air Force, as well as a volunteer firefighter. And I'm here to talk about the scourge of cancer. It's all around us. It is in many forms. To the firefighter, though, it is an enemy, a silent enemy that all firefighters need to be aware of. I am a cancer survivor from prostate cancer as well as skin cancer up in my right side of my head here, melanoma cancer. So I know cancer firsthand. And I'm making this more or less to remind my fellow firefighters that are still active and doing a very honorable and blessed thing for their communities, as well as for their country, which I did for 20 years as a United States Air Force Fire Protection Specialist. But cancer needs to be aware of, needs to be made aware of, which I think it is. But I have an article here, video, that has sort of risen to the top, that skin cancer does affect firefighters on the fireground, after the fireground, of all the compounds, chemicals, and other materials that a firefighter may encounter and be exposed to, even wearing protective gear. And over several exposures of constantly being on the fireground, doing the honorable job of serving for either their country or community, it sneaks up on them. And early detection is the key, especially with prostate cancer. For my male firefighters, get your prostate checked. I've been a cancer survivor from prostate cancer for well over coming up on 15 years, and skin cancer for a little over 10 years. So I have this video I want to present and make all my fellow firefighters aware. You need to check yourself for cancer.
Firefighters encounter danger with each response. Not solely from fire and descending debris, but from a more insidious threat, skin cancer.
There's physical contact, both inhaling, ingesting, and direct contact to the skin of carcinogens in the line of work of what they do, not just smoke, but other chemicals that they can run into. Physically increase the cancer risk because it can actually damage the skin.
Behind the bravery of firefighters, a silent threat of melanoma, one of the deadliest forms of skin cancer, is emerging as a top concern.
We have a 21% chance increase in melanoma, greater than the regular public. And then even between the ages of 30 and 49, it's a 62% chance of melanoma. And that's what most of our members are. They're in that age group.
Fueling the American Academy of Dermatology to take action. In conjunction with the Firefighter Cancer Support Network, its team held a free skin cancer check event for Rochester firefighters.
Okay, show me the spot again that you were wondering about.
Spot right here.
We're fortunate to have a great number of firefighters from the Rochester area coming in. We offer them the opportunity to kind of look at their whole body, or if they have a very specific spot of concern.
Nothing to be concerned about.
The event is part of the AAD's Firefighter Skin Cancer Check Initiative, a nationwide effort designed to provide free skin cancer checks to 10,000 firefighters by 2026.
Because of that heightened risk, it is incredibly important that there's being seen at least once a year to kind of check. It's actually about 9,500 skin cancers diagnosed every year in the United States. A lot of this is considered preventable if it's caught early.
Meeting them where they're at, the team hopes these firefighters not only go home safely, but healthy and aware.
The prevention we can do on scene, wipe your neck and face with wipes when you get back to the firehouse, shower, laundry gear. The trend that we've just trying to get better, trying to get healthier, the more early detection we can, the better.
Adriana Lowe, Spectrum News.
So there we have a very important message to all firefighters. Get checked for skin cancer. It's one of many cancers that we are battling, and cancer needs to be found early. Early detection is the key to cancer prevention. It is a scourge. I am talking firsthand because I'm one of the lucky ones that I'm a cancer survivor. I have friends that I've known that did not survive. Please get cancer screening. Thank you, and have a safe and glorious day. All right, so that's the second video on a subject that's very important, and I have been affected. What do we got here? Oh, we don't want to listen to Scott Manley. Sorry about that, folks. The YouTube channel. Oh, let's bring this back to back there and stuff like that. We'll just leave it right there. Okay, here we go. We're back. But that was the two videos that I made here Monday and Tuesday, and I thought they came out pretty good. So I do something like that. It's sort of like a little side project. It only took me probably 10-15 minutes to put together and stuff like that. So I like the little bit of a format there that as far as if there's a particular subject and stuff like that. I know one was political, one was more or less more information on cancer and stuff like that. But I didn't go off the rail as far as getting on my soapbox and stuff like that. Just sort of seeing an article, read the article, as far as see the video clip of Biden's former press secretary talking about something, but she's being called out. And what's even more so, the underlining thing is CBS is calling them out. Where was CBS? That's what I want to know. I had high regards for CBS, even ABC and NBC, but the mainstream media, and even Fox, I guess, I still have, there's some, Fox is, people knock Fox, but I mean, they're going to give you the facts more so. CBS is starting to swing there. CNN is starting to swing back around. I don't know about MSNBC. They're atrocious as far as my view and opinion and stuff like that. So it's just, you're going to be seeing more of those. And when I do them, if I have a couple, I'll present them up here. I think they're not doing too bad. They're getting a couple of views. They both got 10 views each, so that's pretty successful for me for video. And then over on Rumble, I think they're more successful on Rumble because I only got one view on the truth one, and the cancer one I've got 3. But the format, I guess I look at over on Rumble here, and there's a gentleman there that he does these little shorts, the Rubin Report, and let's see about, and he does these, and he's on Twitter, and he's down there in Florida, and he's host of the Rubin Report show, and he's on Rumble, and I enjoy looking at his shorts. Let me see if I can bring that up here on the thing here. Yeah, Dave Rubin and stuff. I want to highlight him. He has, I think he has some good insights as far as that goes. So let me go ahead and bring him up on Rumble. Give him a shout out. This is if you want to get this, he has a good insight on things, and there he is, the Rubin Report. So that format is similar to the format he does. He has something where he talks about it, then he shows the clip, and then there's other people, but I just been watching a lot of. So he's giving me inspiration to go ahead and do some of these because those 2 particular subject matters that I talked about, the one being firefighters with skin cancer, and then the one there about truth with JKP, the former press secretary. Is she telling the truth? I don't know. But I found those interesting. So if it's interesting to me, I'm going to put it up here, and it may be interesting to you all. And I just want to go ahead and it's fun. It's fun because I'm on here as far as live streaming. And this is a little bit different, especially on Tuesdays and Thursdays, because I'm done a little bit quicker when I do the audio podcast as well as the Tioga radio show. So, and on Monday, I got done doing the morning coffee broadcast here, and I just had some extra time to go ahead and do that, and it was real quick. As far as it was an interesting article, I said, hey, wait, maybe I can do some. And I'm using OBS, which I like using OBS. It's I'm using the record function of OBS, so it's something I never really used that much before. But the last couple of days I have, so it's fun stuff. But let's see, we're at 2 hours. I'm running out of coffee. I got to get my day going here. It looks like we are going to be taking a walk this morning. It's clear blue skies out there right now, so we'll. But let's see. I want to go ahead and say thank you for Tony D, my brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster, for being in the chat there on YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble. I want to say thank you to Tina, our Jersey girl. She was there. Thank you, Tina, for being here in the chat. And also Captain Rehab from the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Thank you for being here. And Tony D is out down there in Georgia, just to mention that. Robbins, Georgia, I guess it is. Is that what it is? He's at the Air Force Base down there. And so thank you. He's down in Georgia. Tina's in Jersey, Central Jersey. And Captain Rehab is down there in Philadelphia, which is in Pennsylvania, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. So thank you very much. And let's see, going down, they had Liberty coming in from Buffalo, Niagara area of New York State. Thank you, Liberty, for being here. Greatly appreciated. And we had a surprise visit from our good friend, Lamb, Jim Figerty from Twitch. Is he still broadcasting? Let me check. Let's see if he's still broadcasting. I bet he is. Yep, he's still broadcasting. So check out Lamb. He's Jim Figerty over there on Twitch. Okay, so you Twitch folks, go ahead and head over there to see to say hi to Lamb. He's a great guy. He is a great guy, and that was a real surprise this morning. We usually do those pop-ins on a Friday, or at least I do. So that was a good treat this morning as far as that goes. So let me set this back here. So thank you all in the chat there that I just mentioned. Thank you those that were watching, that weren't in the chat. You were watching live. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And also those people that are on the replay. Thank you very much. And those people that are listening on Spotify for Creators. So we do repurpose this. Thank you for your listens. And also the replays. Again, the replays are very important, and I do appreciate. I do see those numbers, and they are great numbers, and I do appreciate it from the heart. And we'll be back Friday for the Friday morning coffee. Tomorrow morning is a Thursday, so it's a wannabe Friday. We'll be doing the Fireman Rich audio podcast on Spotify for Creators. Be over there on Spotify at Fireman Rich on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify. And I'm also at Fireman Rich on X. That's my mainstay as far as posting things here on this social media, on the interwebs, I should say. And for all the other platforms that I'm on, just Google at Fireman Rich and you'll see, or just see the links in the various platforms you're on. We're on 7 platforms, as you can see right up here. And we're ending out with a total of 11 people. We got 3 people on Rumble, 1 person on Locals, nobody on YouTube, 2 people on Twitch. Looking down, we have 5 people on X. Let's see. And over on Kick, we got nobody on Facebook Live. Over on Kick, we have... do we still have 1 person over there on Kick? Yeah, we still have the 1 person on Kick. Thank you very much for your view on Kick. Greatly appreciate it. So thank you all. Again, I'm Rich Roberts, wishing you all well. Have a great Wednesday. We're halfway through the week, working towards the weekend. And with that, we're going to exit stage left. And you all have a great day and working towards the weekend. And we'll see you in the next broadcast. I could be broadcasting tonight. I don't know. Gaming and all that. So you all have a great one. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks.